Good morning, and welcome to your pre-market report for Thursday, June 18, 2026. Let's take a quick look at the global cues, domestic trends, and stocks to watch before the markets open. U.S. markets closed sharply lower on Wednesday after the Federal Reserve kept interest rates unchanged but signaled the possibility of another rate hike later this year. The Dow Jones fell around 1.0%. The S&P 500 declined 1.2%, and the Nasdaq Composite lost 1.3% as investors reacted to the Fed's hawkish outlook, pushing Treasury yields higher and weighing particularly on technology stocks. Asian markets are trading mostly higher this morning despite the overnight weakness on Wall Street, as investors assess the U.S. Federal Reserve's policy outlook while taking comfort from easing geopolitical tensions following the U.S.-Iran interim peace agreement. Japan's Nikkei is trading higher, supported by gains in semiconductor and AI-related stocks. South Korea's Kospi is also advancing, while Hong Kong's Hang Seng is trading in the red. GIFT Nifty futures as of 8 a.m. was trading at 24,053, thereby indicating a flat opening for the Indian markets today. Crude oil prices are trading lower after the U.S. and Iran signed an interim peace agreement, easing concerns over supply disruptions and raising expectations of increased Iranian oil exports. However, prices remain supported by lingering geopolitical uncertainties and cautious sentiment following the U.S. Federal Reserve's hawkish policy outlook. Gold prices are trading marginally higher as investors digest the Federal Reserve's decision to keep interest rates unchanged. While the Fed's hawkish guidance has limited gains, continued central bank buying and lingering geopolitical uncertainties are providing support to the precious metal. Rail Vikas Nigam has received a letter of acceptance worth 967.92 crore rupees from East Coast Railway for the construction of bridges on an EPC basis. The project is part of the third and fourth railway line expansion between Nergundi to Barang and Khurda Road to Vizianagaram, strengthening rail infrastructure and improving network capacity. HFCL has secured a 2,666.09 crore rupees contract from Rail Vikas Nigam for the BharatNet Phase 3 project in Uttar Pradesh. The company will supply telecom equipment, build an optical fiber network, and maintain the project for the next 10 years, further strengthening its presence in India's digital infrastructure space. Lupin has launched its generic azilsartan medoxamil tablets in the U.S. after receiving approval from the U.S. FDA. As the exclusive first-to-file applicant, the company will enjoy 180 days of generic exclusivity, providing a significant opportunity to strengthen its U.S. business and boost revenues. Following the mixed cues from the global markets and mostly muted crude oil prices which have not spiked, thanks to an interim peace deal between the U.S. and Iran, Nifty is expected to open mostly flat today. Supports for the index will remain at 24,000, followed by 23,840, while resistances will remain at 24,130, followed by 24,250. A slight negative bias may be expected due to profit booking, but the momentum seems positive for now. Markets may remain volatile due to the U.S. Federal Reserve's hawkish policy stance, elevated U.S. Treasury yields, uncertainty over the pace of future rate cuts, persistent geopolitical risks despite easing Middle East tensions, fluctuating FII flows, potential rupee weakness, and concerns over slowing global growth, particularly in China. Positive global cues from resilient Asian markets, easing crude oil prices, continued domestic institutional buying, strong order wins and corporate developments in infrastructure, telecom and pharmaceuticals, along with optimism around India's robust macroeconomic outlook and government-led capital expenditure, could support investor sentiment and keep markets resilient. Yesterday, foreign institutional investors were net buyers of about 102 crore rupees, while domestic institutional investors were net buyers of around 1,561 crore rupees. That's your market snapshot for India on June 18, 2026. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for stock market-related updates. Wishing you a focused and profitable trading session ahead.